Welcome back to another episode of the Dave and Mike Show. I'm Dave.
And I'm Mike.
This is episode 13.
And we're going to be talking to the Fife, Milton, Edgewood Stingers and hearing their story through the state tournament.
That's right. This is the Fife edition of the Dave and Mike Show. So these kids made it to the championship game. Had a rough time, but they managed to come out with some moral victories. Some moral victories are important.
Yeah, it's great because, as many people know, winning isn't everything. It's about the experience along the way. And Dave, I recall that you actually played baseball when you were young.
I did play baseball. I was a pitcher, and it's a very stressful position. You're sort of leading the team, and if you mess up, well, people are hitting home runs and hitting. So I worked really hard at it. And then talking to these girls made me realize they're doing the same thing. But I was all about winning. I'm not gonna lie, I was all about winning. So listening to these girls talk about winning's not everything, and they're learning things, it's really important to me. So stay tuned. We're gonna talk to the Fife, Milton, Edgewood Stingers.
We'll be right back.
We're going long.
Hello everybody, my name is Ada Kimmons, owner of the Touch of Beauty Salon for Men and Women. We invited you to come and visit us at 15413 First Avenue, Court South, Tacoma, Washington 98444. And if you need more information, please call us at 253-426-1638. We support the Dave and Mike Show. Thank you and have a great day.
My name is Amanda Lewis. My name is Amanda Hayward.
I'm Coach Jeff Hayward, and this is our story.
All right, Coach, you guys made it to the championship game. It takes a unique team to get there, a special group of girls to do it. But to get there, you had a season. Talk a little bit about your season.
So I was originally the manager of the juniors team for FME. We started in March, and our season finished in June. And we were approached by Carl Peters, who was going to be the manager of a combined team. So we combined with a select tournament team out of Puyallup, the Crush, because they were the right age. We combined, had a short season of since June 14th, and the state tournament is July 16th. We had a very short month season, very compact series of tournaments. And since there's no local teams, we had to play some teams that were 16, 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, some of them college players. Based on our performance during these mini tournaments throughout July, we earned our way into the state tournament.
All right, Coach, you're playing up, against these upper level teams with a, younger group of young ladies. When these young girls took the field, do you have sort of a sense of like, oh, what's going to happen, or you were nervous, or did you believe that they were prepared?
These girls were incredibly prepared, and I think that was the difference, was just all their hard work. I can tell you that most of these girls have been playing in some form since January, at least on their own, indoors, some outdoors, depending on the weather, but they were incredibly prepared, and I really had no doubt they would do just fine.
Well, Coach, it looks like your girls had the resolve to go onto the diamond and to give it all they had. Talk a little bit about some of the girls that stepped up and made it happen for your team.
Yeah, two girls in particular, Amanda Lewis and Amanda Hayworth, both stepped up. They were leaders on the field and off the field, and in the dugout. Solid hitters, even though when things got down and we lost games here and there or whatever, they would show leadership, both on the field and off. Like I said, making catches, the solid plays that that we expect out of them, and through them too, as well as all the other girls. I mean, every one of them is a leader in their own way.
When we come back to the Dave and Mike Show, we'll spend some quality time talking to these two individuals that stepped up during the softball season to make their team get to the championship game. After this commercial, check it out.
Hi, my name is Greg, own Allen Sons Auto Repair Shop. We got the best deal in town. We're at 15413 First Avenue, Court South, Tacoma, right behind Albertsons and U-Haul. We got the best deals in town. Come and check us out. We do exhaust, engine repair, diagnostic, electrical, you name it, anything about cars, come and check us out. we'll help you out. Thank you, Dave and Mike Show, for hooking me up.
Well, here with Amanda Lewis, utility player for the Stingers. Amanda, talk a little bit about your experience getting to the championship game and everything that went down in that day.
Well, I had a really fun time in Vancouver for the state tournament, but I had a lot of nerves because I was the only catcher, so if I got hurt, there was no fallback. And we had to work really hard to get there. We played against teams that were much, much older. They were in college, most of them. So with that, we went into it thinking that we could do it.
So you're playing all these upper level teams. That day, talk a little bit about that day. Going out in the field, the nerves, the feelings that you guys had maybe in the back in the hotel, the conversation you guys were having with each other. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, on the trip over there, we didn't have our heads into the game as much as we were about having fun. And then that night in our girls' room in our hotel, we talked about really wanting it and being confident and not cocky. We had to go into it thinking that we were 2 times better than the other team and not go into it thinking we're going to win. So once we hit the dirt, we were thinking that we wanted it, and then they scored a few runs, and then we had to boost it up to show that we wanted it more than they did.
They score a bunch, the crowd's going crazy, then everybody's excited. You guys are on your toes now because you guys got to catch up. You guys talk about that in the dugout on how you guys are going to do it? You have the coach give you a little pep speech?
Well, after the inning, the coach brought us into the dugout and he gave us a little pep talk and told us to go back to our fundamentals and not just go out not knowing what to do. So that calmed us down, and when we went out and rattled the bats, knowing that we could do it, we scored the runs back. I felt like I contributed because I felt like I was a voice to the team when I was catching. So that helped us calm down and that helped us get the runs back.
Amanda, looking at the stat sheets and, seeing what everybody did, it seemed like everybody stepped up, but unfortunately, I know you guys came up short. The other team, their bats got rattled in too. I know losing is tough, but what did you learn in this game that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life?
I feel that even though we did come short in the end, that having one of the best times of my life and the ride there and just hanging out with my friends was better than winning the game. So even though we did get second, I learned that having fun is way more important than winning the game.
When we come back to the Dave and Mike Show, we're going to talk to the other Amanda Hayworth, that also participated in this championship game. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mexican dining experience? Look no further than Mazatlan Restaurant. Mazatlan Restaurant is a local family restaurant focused on delighting every guest with an authentic Mexican dining experience. They serve fresh, simple, and delicious Mexican food complemented by a cool beer or a refreshing traditional margarita. Mazatlan Restaurant is located at 11102 Pacific Avenue in Parkland, or call them at 253-538-5388 for more information or to reserve your seat.
All right, Amanda. Well, I talked to the other Amanda, and she gave us her take on the experience of being in the championship game. Well, it's your turn. Share with us a little bit about your experience in the game.
Well, going into the state championship, I was really nervous, but also pretty excited because we had a chance to be first in state. So working up to being in the state championship was a lot of hard work, but being there just felt really good, and we had a shot, so I was just hoping for the best.
Well, Amanda, in every game, there's big plays. It could be in the beginning, could be in the middle, could be at the end. For you, when did that happen?
For me, I had 2 obstacles to get by. The first one was when I was in the field. I had a ball that came at me, and once I got the ball and made the out, the nerves went away for the outfield. And the second one was when I was batting. We had 2 outs on us, and I knew that I had to get a hit. So once I went up there and just hit the ball, I knew that even if I was out or safe, I could still try to get a run in for us.
Well, Amanda, as we all know, winning, everybody wants to win, but it doesn't always happen. So, you guys came up short. So, is winning everything?
Well, I would like to sit here and tell you that we are going to regionals and that we won state, but that's not the reality of it. But the most important thing I learned is that winning isn't everything, but we still had fun, and it was a great experience because I got to know my team better, and we got to learn how to play our game better.
The Fife, Milton, Edgewood Stingers came out and played against the Goliaths of their league and accomplished great things through the whole season. They went to the championship game, it came up short. But as you can see, winning is not everything in sports. It's all about learning. And this team learned a lot about each other and the sport. Oh man, Mike, another good show, another good episode of the Fife edition.
Yeah, it's nice to hear a humble side
Yeah.
instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, we won. Oh yeah, we're number one."
Right.
Like, yeah, we're number 2.
Yeah.
Came in second place, but you know, it's about the experience along the way.
Right. Well, these girls hit a home run in my book, and I learned a lot. Gives me some hope and some faith in our coaches that are teaching the right thing.
And these are young girls too, only
Yep.
13, 14, 15 years old.
We'll see them in high school.
Exactly.
We'll be talking about them on radio and doing interviews.
The next few years.
And I want to point out to those that have paid attention to our videos, our shows, these aren't template answers. These girls answered questions with their heart, what they really felt. It's not normal that you hear that kind of dialogue. So that's impressive, and we hope they continue to talk like that when they move up through high school and college.
Speak through the heart, not through the mind.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in to the David Mike Show. See you next week when we go out and find the next story in the city. Let's knock it out.